name is Austin Coates. I am graduating the master's program with a focus on business management in December of 2017. Kind of just moving into my experience with Northwest. I think throughout the entire process, especially at the beginning when I was kind of inquiring about the program itself, I think that the faculty members, going from the professors to the administrative staff, has been tremendously helpful during the process, and have always been open to communication during that time. And I think that any pertinent questions have always been answered in an expedient manner, which was definitely beneficial to me and helpful throughout the process. Kind of shifting to the coursework itself. So the online format that is used during the course, I think, while it's unorthodox in terms of having kind of the FaceTime and the learning, I think personally for me, being kind of somebody who learns better doing the work on his own, that was really helpful for me. I know a lot of the people, including myself in the program, are working, have other obligations, so being able to do the program at night or whenever I was available to do the work was definitely something that fit into my schedule, was definitely an aid to me. And kind of going into how the function was, I think the coursework and having the constant attention, the constant weekly assignments and format was something that allowed me to focus more in terms of the program due to the fact that it was kind of structured. While it was definitely monotonous a little bit, overall I think that structure kind of aided in terms of it, to where you didn't kind of get off track in the learning. You were able to stay more focused and have more continuity during the process. And going into how the workload was, I think that the workload, while there were definitely aspects that were challenging in some courses, I did find a little bit more challenging in terms of the amount of time commitment to the different assignments. I think that it was pretty consistent, and that the workload was definitely manageable throughout the process. There wasn't anything that ever felt just completely unmanageable, or that I was struggling to do an assignment to the way I wanted to, and with the amount of attention I wanted to put towards it. So I think overall the way the courses were formatted was useful. It wasn't something that I struggled with or had any qualms with. And then, kind of to finish up, I just had three things about the course that I really enjoyed, that I wanted to pick out. The first was the kind of commitment to teaching us how to manage correctly. When in saying that, I have focusing on kind of the biblical, the Christian aspect, as well as the ethical aspect. With the business landscape the way it is, with and the focus on ethics and fulfilling fiduciary duties at the top, nowadays I think that learning the ethical points and having an emphasis on that was definitely something that I think is beneficial, especially going forward, as everything is becoming a little bit more stringent and businesses are being forced to be more transparent. Secondly, I think the way that the program encompassed a lot of different aspects of business, not just having a focus on one function of business or one kind of department. The way that it worked with all different kind of departments, wearing all different hats in an organization, and kind of given a kind of an overhead view of the different functions that they work with in terms of documents, things of that nature, and creating that was definitely beneficial, and was far more realistic than a single focus on one aspect was. And then The final one was having the consistent coursework without breaks and knowing exactly what was required when it was required from the beginning of the course to the end was something that helped me better plan out, helped me plan my schedule, and really kind of aided my learning with allowing me to do the work more in terms of when I had the time to focus and place more emphasis and effort into the work I did. Overall, I think I mean I've really valued my time at NCU, and I appreciate everything it's done. Thank you very much.